everybody! I'm Argle Funk, the Nancy Drew Dude, and I'm playing the Hardy Boys, The Perfect Crime. We're getting pretty close to the end of the game here. The Hardys they were just kidnapped by the culprits and now they're reporting to the police. And then we cracked the lock on the hatch and found this lockbox and we came straight here. This is exactly the kind of thing I was trying to prevent. Kidnapping? You boys could have been seriously hurt, killed even. We know, Chief, it's not like we went looking for it. Well, you did and you didn't, if you see what I mean. In any case, I'm glad you're both alright. I guess there's no further point in trying to keep you out of this. Clearly, you're no safer at home. Do your parents know about any of this? They probably don't even know we're gone. They're really irresponsible parents. Oh, I'll inform them as to what's going on. Now, what's this about a lockbox? We can't open it. Oh, I bet we have something in our lab that can crack it. What would that be? Acid! Well, that sounds fun. Let's get to it! Love to, Frank, but, Yeah, find the key. We know the drill. Here's his keys. Here they are, Chief. Ah, thanks. You know, you really should keep an eye on where you put these. I've got a lot on my mind, like my hair loss. It's not easy losing all my hair in one day. Would you believe I had a mullet yesterday? Oh, no. I wonder what that criminal threw on my head to make my hair go away. Okay, boys, the acid we need is actually a compound. Can't keep it pre-mixed because basically it'd eat through any container we put it in. Awesome! Candle, newspaper bat, I don't know about that. DVD, shoes, statue, toolbox, golf club, handkerchief. So as soon as we get the right combination, it goes right on the bolt. That'll open up the box quick. I wonder what's in it. Oh, so this is the really complicated one. I've just got the solution written out here because trying to memorize the solution is difficult. Red, blue, pink, yellow, brown. Oh, come on, I hit... light green, purple, red, blue, pink, yellow. I guess it wants this brown, green, and then light blue. Yeah, kind of a complicated solution. That did it! Now to see what's inside. That looks like... narcotics! They're drug smugglers? Of course, that's why they want the land, and that's why they use a submarine. They want to smuggle drugs in through Bayport. Seems like an odd choice of town to do that kind of thing. But that's exactly it. They want somewhere off the radar, somewhere nobody would suspect. I wouldn't be surprised if the entire construction company is simply a front to launder their ill-gotten gains. We have to be careful on this. If we move in too soon, they'll pack up and leave the country for good before we can close the net on them. Can't be hasty. We need enough evidence to serve a search warrant to Mathias at his corporate HQ. Don't you worry about a thing, Chief. We're on it. Not without me, you aren't. From here on out, I'm with you every step of the way. So now we're gonna go through a bunch of old screens and just search through them again, try to find more evidence. Look, Frank, I snuck a little bit of the acid out of the lab. Keep your voice down. Do you want the Chief to hear? Anyway, didn't you hear what he said? It'll eat through anything. Don't worry, it's only a little bit and it's in a glass bottle. You really are too much. Forget about it. Let's go finding some evidence. What are we looking for exactly? Anything that can tie this site or Mathias Construction to the drugs would be best. Would we best? What? Anyway, a close second would be a tie to the acts of sabotage at the fair. Right, got it. So let's find a book, and a trash can, and a glove, and a hoe, and a front loader key, and a filing cabinet, and some paint, and a wall clock, random lock. Hey Joe, does this lock look familiar to you? Yeah, it does. It looks like the lock on the box we found. Think we can get off it? Think we can get it off of here? The answer to that question is literally burning a hole in my pocket. Okay, so that lock, which was floating around, not attached to anything, apparently was attached to something, and the Hardys broke it, and we're not going to mention it again. Continuity! Mr. Laws, Chief Collig, We think we've determined both the identity and motive behind the repeated sabotaging of your fair. I could probably guess the identity part. And you'd be right. But the reason they want your land is so they have an unwatched strip of seaside real estate in which to import drugs from an Eastern European country. I can't say I'm surprised. Are you kidding? Truth is, Mathias actually approached me directly with some vague proposition that implied as much a few years ago. I guess he thought because of my slightly shady past that I'd be keen on the idea. But that part of me is in the past and will stay there for good. I shot him down without ever listening to the details. I wish you had told us the last time we were here. Mathias kidnapped us. Who knows what his plans were? What? Why, not no good? Look, I'm sorry I wasn't more upfront with you guys. When you have a past like mine, you make a mistake in not trusting anybody. That was my mistake. So what's the next step? One last sweep of the office here, and then I'd like you boys to show me this sub. If it's still there. Oh, don't worry. It's still there. Okay, DVD player, teapot, red toolbox, torn up letters, skylight, spanner, I need a shoe, an ink pot, and a paintbrush. Let's just use hints. It gives me the shivers. We don't have the authority or the backup to board this thing at the moment, but at least we can have a look around, which is basically the same thing as boarding it. How can you not be inside but look inside? Chief Collig. Chief Collig. Sir, my good sir, you are a... whatever. And finally we have a switchboard, which is... that thing. People on this boat. You two snuck on? Yeah, there were, but clearly they're gone now. I hope they didn't catch wind that we were on to them. If they did, there's nothing we can do now. Let's go to place. Everybody stick together. Right. Okay, so we're finding a boat and a garbage can. Yeah, there were people on here last time. Never met them. They didn't do anything. Yeah, well. What would the owners of a simple fishing boat need with what looks like over $1 million cash? Buying bait? I think it's time to raid Mathias' headquarters. We've got enough evidence to put him away. Hopefully for good. Alright, so we finally got all the evidence we need to at least make Mathias look suspicious. Because we found a bunch of money on a nearby fishing boat. Was this Mathias' fishing boat? Okay, boys, you want to know how real police work? This is it right here. We're going to storm the building with a minimum of fuss. If we do it right, Mathias won't even know we're in the building until we're knocking on his office door. What about his security cameras? Clearly, those could be a problem. We need to short out the system before we go in. Leave that to me! This looks like the hub of the security system right here. I need to short it out. This puzzle again. Try to trick you by making you light up the same thing twice as part of the solution. Don't fall for that trick. What? How was that a failure? That was 100% a good puzzle solution. A walk in the park. I'll take care of the cameras. The path is clear. But first we need to find everything else. Let's see, burlap sack, hedge trimmers, packing tape, and a carton. And in the next video, we will storm Mathias' office and finish the game. Yeah, we are that close. This is the final hidden object screen of the game.